You're listening to Catholic Chicago on WNDZ 750 AM. Every Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., the Archdiocese of Chicago presents programming about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Marie Jochum.
And I'm Brigid Murphy. Marie, what is that music?
Brigid, I love it. Apparently we have a new theme song going this morning and I'm so excited. For those who are listening to us, not watching us on YouTube, we have a little pre-show dance routine, which in fact I hope isn't actually on YouTube. But this is a great new song to dance to.
Yeah, that's
Brigid,
awesome.
I had a really fun thing happen last night.
Do tell.
Yep. So last night I came home from work and I checked the mail and I got two great pieces of mail. One is the Celebration of Giving brochure, which we're going to talk about today.
Right.
And the other one is Amazon's holiday, it's called their holiday wish book. So it's like their Christmas catalog with all sorts of great toys. And I was so excited about it that I brought it here today to show you.
It's amazing that those two things landed in your mailbox together.
I mean, that is some really good marketing on behalf of your team and Andrew McKernin. So today we are going to talk about all things Christmas.
You guys, we know it's early. We're coming in hot. We're coming in proud. There's a lot of need this year, and our Celebration of Giving celebrates its 73rd year, which is incredible. And it gives individuals and groups all over Chicago the opportunity to spread Christmas joy to those less fortunate than ourselves. As you would expect, this historic pandemic has meant many more people are facing the holidays, having lost jobs and wages and not knowing how they will feed, clothe, and bring some light and joy to their families.
Yeah, absolutely. And so today we have two people who are super important to bringing that Christmas joy, helping unwrap the spirit, which is our tagline. So with us today are Mark Noetzel, who is a longtime member of Catholic Charities Board of Advisors, and yesterday was newly elected vice chair of the board of directors, so congratulations. And Andrew McKernin, Catholic Charities Volunteer Relations Manager, who is leading the Celebration of Giving staff and volunteers again this year. Welcome, guys.
Good morning. It's good to be here. Thanks for having us.
You bet. Andrew, we're going to start with you. We mentioned the 70-plus year history of this Celebration of Giving. Can you remind our listeners about the history of Celebration of Giving?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you said, it's in its 73rd year now, which I think is just wild to think about. But it really started when just a group of parents kind of banded together who had previously adopted a child from Catholic Charities. So they were familiar with Catholic Charities, and they created a Parents Guild to actually, instead of buy gifts for each other, they would go back to Catholic Charities and purchase gifts for all the children who had not been adopted yet. So just like a really, really beautiful kind of story. And then obviously in those 73 years, it's just grown and grown.
And Andrew, I know that we're still sort of trying to figure out what happens in the age of COVID, but they have a mass every year, right? And can you tell us a little bit about what happens and what we get from that still from the Adoption Guild? They're still doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. So 73 years later, they're still doing it. So typically the mass is held at 721 at the chapel there. And yeah, all the parents still gather. They bring gifts before the mass. And they just kind of leave it for us to not only to distribute to all of our clients, but yeah, it's a great group. They're still super involved, and we're appreciative of their participation.
And you know, Andrew, this is one of my favorite things about our drive that you educated me about that I just think is so special, is that we make sure the gifts that are given to Catholic Charities for needy children and families, that those go to parents to give to their children. Can you tell us why that's important?
Well, right. It's, we all identify that, a child opening a present on Christmas Day is super, super important. But to them, but also their parents. These are parents who, just a little less fortunate. They would love to be able in the position to give their child a gift. So Catholic Charities, that's just another way we kind of step in. So all the gifts do go directly to the parents, so the parents can wrap and give it to the child themselves on Christmas Day. I think it's just super important that we're a little hands off there, and we really make it about, the parent and that child.
I think that's so, so important. We talk a lot about this show about our programs at Catholic Charities and how we are meeting people where they are. We're accompanying them in difficult times and trying to give dignity to the individuals that we serve, the dignity they deserve. And I think that part of your program is really that, right? It's recognizing the importance of parents and Santa in the process. And I just really applaud you all. I know it takes more work to do it that way,
right,
but we definitely applaud you in that. So, Andrew, can you tell us how can listeners participate? I know there's a bunch of ways. Can you share them with us?
Yeah, there's a ton of ways. The first and foremost is, this is a fully donated project. So every gift we receive has been donated by someone, whether it's monetary or a single gift. Donating toys is always a great way. The second is sponsoring a family. So a part of this program is we actually provide the entire family with Christmas. So these are our most in need clients. These are clients who are transitioning from homelessness. So they're asking for, pillow covers and blankets, things like that. You could always host a shopping spree. We will be in need of volunteers this year. Each year we kind of get a warehouse to work out of where we do all the sorting and packing for distribution. So volunteers will be a big call. And then the last one is honestly just spreading the word, all of you just reaching out to your friends, family, letting them know about the program, letting them know about the need this year. All of those ways are great ways to be involved.
And we do have wish lists. We will share all that information on all the major digital shopping sites, so we'll try to make that easy. And I would just want to emphasize, Andrew, like you said, a lot of the things that are on these lists are warm socks and boots and jackets and sweaters and things we all need for winter. And while we absolutely want to make sure kids have stuffed animals and dolls and things that show that that they're kids and that they should have fun. The stuff from the Amazon. Marie, pay attention. Marie's flipping through the Amazon.
I'm circling what
catalog.
I would like. There's some very cool Connect 4 in here.
That's right. It's really about folks being able to have what they need to get through the winter and have some joy in these months as we're dealing with so many challenges right now.
So we're going to take a quick break here on The Voice of Charity, and when we come back, we're going to talk further with Andrew McKernin and Mark Noetzel about Celebration of Giving. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. At Catholic Charities, we want to remind you that we are here for anyone who's a victim of domestic violence or anyone who has a concern about someone they think might be a victim. This annual recognition of domestic violence began in 1961. Domestic violence affects millions of people each year, both women and men of every race, religion, culture, and status. It includes physical, psychological, sexual, and emotional abuse, inflicted in both subtle and overt ways. If you or someone you know are victims of domestic violence and you are looking for a place to heal and recover, call Catholic Charities at 773-935-3434. That's 773-935-3434. We are working to bring hope and healing.
Do you have a gently used laptop or desktop computer that is gathering dust in your home? Consider donating to our Catholic Charities Veterans Computer Project. We will clean out your device, give it new software, and repurpose it for a veteran who is looking for employment. Your gift will make an incredible difference in a veteran's ability to find a job. Catholic Charities provides veteran services throughout Lake and suburban Cook counties, giving participants an array of professional and personal support. Our veterans have served our country, and it is our privilege to serve them. To learn more about Catholic Charities Veterans Services and the Veterans Computer Project, call 847-782-4219. That's 847-782-4219.
Good morning and welcome back to the Voice of Charity. This is Marie Jochum.
And Brigid Murphy.
And we are here today talking about Christmas with Mark Noetzel and Andrew McKernin. And Mark, before the break, we were hearing a little bit from Andrew about how the program works. And to many of us at Catholic Charities, you're not just the strategist, the clear visionary thinker that we need on the board. You're also Mr. Christmas.
For sure.
So can you tell us a little bit about why this program means so much to you and how you got started in it?
Sure. I got started with this probably 10 or 12 years ago and just heard, I guess, through the grapevine about volunteering at it, and went in and met some just amazing people that were already volunteering and who knew the ropes and were eager to train me and show me how to be helpful. And just by continuing year after year, got to know these people a lot better, a fantastic group of regular volunteers that we have there. But I also saw the good it was doing. I mean, each year I would see donors who seemed to be appreciating their own Christmas blessings even more by participating in the program. And I certainly saw every year volunteers who, by spending their time on Christmas celebrations for others, appreciated their own Christmas celebrations even more. It's an uplifting experience to see people coming together to provide Christmas for our fellow residents in Chicago and the surrounding area.
I think you hit on something really, really special about this program, that the volunteers do become like a close-knit group of friends, but also even if you're there just one time, it's jolly, it's celebratory. There,
Yep.
There might be antlers that you could wear and different Christmas paraphernalia, but it really does, it sort of brings out the best parts of Christmas as you're wrapping and getting toys ready for kids.
Absolutely. And, every year, as I think back over the years, every year, at least once a year, I've heard a story from a volunteer about how Catholic Charities has directly helped them or their families. And they have received, in some way, a gift of hope, and they want to pay it back. And it's just, it makes my Christmas to be able to be with those people.
Well, and we know it's a labor of love because Marie and I were discussing that you and Andrew basically live at the warehouse from mid-November until Christmas Eve, practically. It really is Santa's workshop over there. And it is a family. So can you tell us a little bit about, folks can buy individual gifts for children and individuals, but you can also sponsor a family. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. Well, let's start with the sponsor family side of things. So these are people who need the most basic necessities. You've talked about this before, and whether these people have been, they've had a fire at their apartment and lost their home, or whether they have been victims of domestic abuse. But they're basically starting over, and Catholic Charities is helping them start over. And the caseworkers provide a list of these essential needs that people have, and the people who agree to sponsor the family sign up to say, I'll buy sheets and towels, I'll buy pots and pans to help that family get started again.
Yeah, and I think it's so important. We say it that these are some bare necessities, but I know, just having helped out in the warehouse a few times, just looking at these sheets of what people are asking for and watching volunteers kind of go through the process, thinking this mom with these 3 kids, or this dad and his 5 kids, like they're asking for boots, you know?
Right.
And I'm sitting here with the Amazon wish list at an undisclosed age of 30 something and circling toys. I mean, there is a bit of sort of reality check, I guess, that folks go in. Mark, you know, this year with COVID, you know, I know that corporations have really helped throughout the past of Celebration of Giving, but what will that look like this year? How can groups or businesses or even parishes be creative when we can't be in person helping to donate to this?
Well, you know, I think the tagline there is remember to give early, and give online. The whole approach, we're having to be very creative onto how to safely provide these toys for the kids. And part of that is being able to do, as we're living more of life today generally, doing more things online and reducing the number of things that we have to handle through the warehouse directly. And so Andrew and his team and the other members of my committee are looking and have created the wish list at various retailers about the toys that the people in the programs have identified for these kids. And so, you know, online purchasing of these things is going to be incredibly important this year because of we're trying to do a lot of things without having to handle it multiple times through the warehouse.
Got it. Andrew, we're going to go back to you for a second, back to online. Can you tell us a little bit about both our online partners, and I think we have some storefront partners too, who are no doubt doing social distancing and mask wearing and all the good things we know we should be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've created, online registries on a number of different sites. You know, Amazon, Target, Walmart, and then actually the storefront is Building Blocks, just a local, small business in the area, which has helped us a lot in the past. We have all these registries set up, so it's very, very easy to use. We put, the most frequently asked gifts on there. And then if using them, you simply check out as you usually would, and then it's delivered directly to us. The push for online ordering is super, super important this year for all the reasons Mark mentioned. So we're really hoping people utilize those wish lists.
So just to be clear, if I were to go on Amazon today to buy a pair of, new sweatpants, I could go to wish lists and find Catholic Charities. Is that how it works?
Yeah, you could. It would probably be easiest to just go to our website, www.CatholicCharities.net/celebration.
Okay.
And then you can just click on, whatever retailer you would typically buy from, and it brings you directly to that wish list.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I'm glad I asked. So go to Catholic Charities first when you're ready to buy whatever you are interested in at Amazon or Walmart or Target. Go to Catholic Charities first, click the wish list, and you can buy whatever your necessities are while bringing really Christmas joy and warmth to a family that needs it.
Absolutely. And, the other thing that I would like to say is you'll also bring us some joy when those gifts start coming in.
Absolutely.
We get so excited opening them up. So please definitely go visit the website. We're going to take another short break here, and when we get back, we'll continue our conversation all about Celebration of Giving. That was really good. Hey parents, have we got a great idea for you? While your kids are adjusting to being back in school, they can also help brighten the day for one of the thousands of our senior clients. Invite your kids to write a short letter or a poem or make a drawing or tell a few jokes on paper. Then all they need to do is put it in an envelope, add a stamp, and address it to Catholic Home Care Senior Surprise, 2601 West Marquette Road, Chicago, Illinois, 60629. That's Catholic Home Care Senior Surprise, 2601 West Marquette Road, Chicago, Illinois, 60629. These letters will mean so much to the seniors who open them, and your child will have that wonderful feeling inside that comes when you reach out in kindness to someone else. Thank you from everyone at Catholic Charities.
You're invited to Keep Hope Alive 2020, the online benefit and celebration of the Archdiocese of Chicago's Immigration Ministry and their nationwide program, Pastoral Migratoria. Join us virtually on the evening of Thursday, October 29th, for a night filled with music, camaraderie, and inspiring speakers. Cardinal Blaise Supich and Sister Norma Pimentel of Catholic Charities of the Rio Grande Valley, who was recently recognized as one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people, will be joining us to help keep hope alive. Now, more than ever, the immigrant community, both here in the Archdiocese of Chicago and across the United States, needs the leadership formation and accompaniment that Pastoral Migratoria provides. Registration is free, and sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available. Visit www.keephopealive2020.org for more information and to register. Again, that's www.keephopealive2020.org.
Catholic Charities Divine Affair home tasting parties are going virtual. This year marks the 20th anniversary of Divine Affair, the elegant wine tasting event that benefits our self-sufficiency programs. Low-income single parents with dependent children are trying to break the cycle of welfare and poverty. Today, the need is greater than ever as the COVID-19 pandemic has left thousands of newly struggling families in need of immediate assistance. You can easily coordinate a virtual wine tasting and help Catholic Charities at the same time. Each guest will enjoy a sample wine kit that includes wine and a guide, all courtesy of Louis Glenn's Wines. You can gather your friends and family for this fun event or incorporate a celebration for a birthday, anniversary, or engagement at the same time. To learn more about a virtual home tasting party and how you and your guests can win fabulous raffle prizes, call today at 773-756-6937. That's 773-756-6937. Cheers! Good morning and welcome back to the Voice of Charity. This is Marie Jochum.
And Brigid Murphy.
And we're talking with Mark Noetzel and Andrew McKernin about Christmas. And Mark and Andrew, if we have time at the end of the show, we are going to ask you to tell us your favorite Christmas present ever. So just start thinking about that. But Mark, speaking of great stories, you were mentioning the interactions you have with volunteers and people who kind of touch Celebration of Giving. I'm wondering if you could share any of those stories. I'm thinking of a particular FedEx delivery person, but maybe you have others to share.
Well, there are so many, Marie, but yes, that was particularly touching. This woman was a FedEx driver, and at the warehouse, one year she was coming in at least once a day, sometimes twice a day, with carts full of gifts that had been donated online. And at one point, she was making quite a late delivery, and things were less hectic. And so we just had a chance to sit and chat. And she was asking more about the program and just really glad at all the gifts that were coming in. And then she told me that Catholic Charities had basically, as she put it, saved her niece and nephew. She told me the story that her sister had suffered from substance abuse problems and was in a very difficult state when these people were young, and that Catholic Charities helped her. But also when the FedEx driver, she was looking after the children, Catholic Charities provided enormous support to her to help raise those children. And she was so proud to tell me that both of those children graduated from college. They have responsible jobs, and you could just see the pride and joy in her. And she ultimately was in tears, but wishing us all the best to continue the work at the Celebration of Giving.
Oh, Mark, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We see it all the time from clients and volunteers, how their lives were touched and how much they want to give back. It's always really amazing to me how deeply people feel that and how much they want to contribute to someone else's success.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And speaking of contributing to success, Andrew, we're going to put you on the spot. We talked about one of our partners, Building Blocks, and how great they really have been to us. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, we definitely recommend you go visit buildingblocks.com to see their stores. But Catherine, the owner of Building Blocks, also has an amazing story. Would you share with us a little bit about her and how we partner with her?
Yeah, so Catherine, we've been partnered with her the last couple of years. So again, small business owner. I think they have 3 store locations throughout Chicago. And overall, they just, they offer great toys, so we're super happy to partner with them. Her story's just great. So she was a refugee. She utilized Catholic Charities when she was coming over to start, getting set up. And, she was able to kind of stabilize her life, and now she's a successful business owner. Just a very socially active person. She really looks forward to contributing to Celebration of Giving each year. We love working with her. So
absolutely. And I think, too, what both of you just touched on was the importance of people being involved in this program, right? And across the board, there's lots and lots of different ways to get involved. So we're going to spend a little time plugging that. So, Andrew, where can listeners get more information about the Celebration of Giving if they haven't already gotten a beautiful brochure in the mail like I did?
Yeah, the best would just be to go to the website. Again, that's www.catholiccharities.net/celebration. So that's really just our homepage. It offers all the information you should need. Our registries for just donating gifts, contact information if you're interested in sponsoring a family. And then it has all of our drop-off locations listed easily, too. So we have a number of drop-off sites throughout the city and the suburbs. So it's super easy. If you're unable to order online, you can just simply drop it off to the closest location, and we'll get it to a child's hands come Christmas.
It's so great. And we should say we know it's been a tough year for a lot of people, and so we know not everyone's in a place to give, but if everyone listening just purchased one small gift from the registry, and if you can give more, this is the year to do it. We'd certainly appreciate it and imagine the true joy you'd be able to bring a parent who wants to be able to provide Christmas to their family in this difficult time, and to a child who needs to know that they're seen and special. Yeah. We really appreciate it. And Mark and Andrew, I mean, it's hard work, but what better job
yes.
To have in the next couple of months than making sure this happens. So our sincere thanks to you for the time you took today and for the work you're going to be doing. I know we're going to check in with you later as things progress on the show, but we want to thank you deeply for all you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to echo again, please visit that website, www.catholiccharities.net/celebration. You can also email at COG, that's Celebration of Giving, at CatholicCharities.net. But of course, you'll find that all on the website. So thank you, Mark and Mike. I really cannot, Andrew and Mark.
You were looking at our producer.
I was looking at our producer, Mike. I'm sorry. I know Mike's not on the phone with us. Oh, boy, time for another cup of coffee. But thank you so much. This is such an amazing initiative to be part of, and we're so grateful for you. So join us next time on The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Marie Jochum
and Brigid Murphy,
wishing everyone a safe and healthy and happy week from all of us at Catholic Charities.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.